Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Tami.
And we're the co-creators of Rise Gatherings, retreat experiences for women. It is my privilege to sit here with my partner in Rise to talk a little bit about some of my experience with you, personal experience that we've had, and to share a little bit more of our story with the viewers. I met you just about 4 years ago, and I know now that what attracted me to you and to your energy and to wanting to share life with you in ways was so much of what I felt when I would go into your home, that sense of peace and groundedness and stability. It was inspiring for me. Your oldest daughter has gone off to college, and your youngest is out of the nest for a year of school. And I am curious as to what this experience has been like for you.
My kids, I think were middle school and high school at the time when we met, and I had taken on that rhythm and stability that was grounding, and at the same time a little bit Groundhog's Day. And like almost a complacency. And you came in like a fireball without saying anything, had me looking at things with different eyes around risk taking and maybe seeing things differently. So thank you for that. Thank you for seeing my family in that light. I do see them that way too, so I will not deflect the compliment. Thank you. And we're normal. Like, it's not like we're just sitting there by a roaring fire every night being like, na 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 na. You know, we're a normal family yes. Where I get annoyed and, not whatever. The question was, how is it for me now as and I really don't like this word, empty nester. I think I don't like it because there's
tell us why you don't like the word.
I think there's people are like, how's being an empty nester? And I don't know, so there's a negative tone to the word empty nest, and the word empty, this is what we raise our kids for, is actually to go out into the world and become themselves, not stay home and watch Disney movies with us forever.
You mean that doesn't happen forever? No, okay.
That was my job as a mom. And so there's actually a full feeling to having my kids be, flown and grown, or one of those types of ways of looking at it. Back to me. How it's been for me. I would say there's a few things. One is it is like being in my 20s again, because my time really is my time. At the same time, there's a deep loss around missing them, and also sense of identity. That's the biggest transition I went through in my life, was becoming a mother, the growing pains that came with it, and then stepping into that role and really identifying with it. Even though I'm still their parent and can mother them from a distance, the day-to-day identity of that takes a major shift. The curiosity is around my own behavior, given that freedom that I had talked about, and how my patterns and habits can keep me just doing what I've always done, even though there's this new opportunity. I'm a driven person. I'm a doer. I like working. I like my work and get a lot of gratification from it. So all those things that I fantasized about when I didn't have my kids, like, oh, I'll sleep in and I'll take long baths, like just get in the car and drive and go on a trip, or just get in the car and go to Home Goods, like whatever it is. My whole day can go by so often, and I continue to be in achievement mode, whether that is, being productive with the things that need to get done on my to-do list, or even around my ambition and drive for Rise. There's no one else to blame at the end of the day if I feel really wiped out than me. That's now been by my design. My curiosity is around, what are these habits that I've created, and what is the life I want to design now, and how can I have some compassion around those habits, see where they came from, and maybe the courage to challenge them.
What is the desire of change for you in your life now, knowing you have more time and space?
That is an excellent question. And stay tuned for, like, really, I mean, I'm in the stage right now of true curiosity. And by curiosity, I mean just having some self-awareness around what's happening. Yes, I have to sit at my computer for a certain number of hours, but when I sit down, what is my mood when I do that? Do I still have to be rushed? Maybe I can sit there with more presence. Maybe I can actually take the time to light a candle next to me, have if it's cold, have a blanket over my lap, or if it's warm, take the time to open the window, look out at the trees for a minute before looking at my screen. Making space and creating new experiences because I can.
Now that you've entered into this new phase of your life, because I feel like this is the beginning of another another phase.
Next chapter.
The next chapter for you. Well, is it anything you thought it would be like?
No. I think you picture the other stages of life and plan for them. And in many ways, they're picture perfect moments of them. We don't, in our culture, have these like picture perfect moments of when your kids have left the house. There is this opportunity to figure out, or not even figure out, but just like play with what could be, who I could be, what I'm going to say yes to, and what I'm going to say no to that I used to say yes to. Some of that I have started doing. I have made plans with people that I haven't thought about, that's not even right, that I think about, but they don't get together with. I have conscientiously just made plans with them without an agenda.
Yeah.
Like, I just need to spend some time.
And you went away.
Oh, I went
for
to
5 days with yourself?
Yes, I did a week alone on a women's retreat for me, practicing what I preach, that when you go away with yourself, it's quite amazing. You fall in love with yourself again. And I also have been having richer dreams and even images in my mind. I've been revisiting my childhood, my teenage years, high school, college, with these more vivid memories. And I think that's because there's more space in my brain, and that I have it traveling backwards. That's been really cool. And I've also had images of, you've heard me talk about it, of very powerful images of animals. I had a sea turtle stage.
And what that sea turtle tell you to do?
Slow down.
Slow down.
And also be gorgeous in your age. Like turtles are gorgeous, and they're wrinkly, and they're going like this. That is the gift of having more time for myself, and then because I have more time sitting with myself and letting some of that happen and putting myself in experiences, like I did a meditation course, and having those opportunities to see what's going to happen.
I would assume that entering into this phase was, like you mentioned, scary and maybe a little bit, I would say sad. It's like the only thing, you know, there's like a loss to it.
Yeah.
However, do you feel excited now to get to know yourself again in a different way and to enter into this new phase? It's really
absolutely. Get to know myself again, get to know my husband again.
Woo!
In this way.
Yeah.
And to get to know my kids in our new relationship. And that's been really fun for me. Start to view them in a different light with still with the, you know, that love cord that connects us, but it has a different feel to it. Yeah.
This was another episode of Rise TV.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening. And we usually hug, but I kind of want to go like this.
Like sea turtles. And they have these beautiful faces, so we'll swim it out.
All right, we'll see you soon on the next episode of Rise TV.